So this is the month of May. Of course, you can see the snow, and we are approaching the Mount Aragats Observatory Center, an old Soviet installation, which I'm going to learn a little bit more about, but excited to be coming up here. A little chilly. Paravzez hike.
Paravzez.
Well, thank you so much for taking me here. I'm with Hike the Guide, and where are we?
We're on the slopes of Mount Aragats, just around 3,300 meters. And during Soviet times, they spent about $40 billion to build this.
Hold on, 40 billion?
40 billion US dollars.
Okay.
Equivalent rubles, of course, back then. And they had to build a road to reach this place. They had to build this electricity tower, the pylons to get the energy supply here. And all these buildings are connected to one another through underground tunnels. And there are very strange, mysterious physics equipment here that I have no idea what they're using for. But of course, if people are into this, they would definitely know what this equipment is used for.
I'm curious, Ike. Let's go see if we can find some of these mysterious things.
Yeah, let's
lead the way.
There.
There's a series of buildings, but this one, I guess, gets the official Aragats Research Station, Yerevan Physics Institute. We're going to see if anybody's here. This facility is basically dormant. So let's see. This might be the caretaker. Paravzez. Inch Besek.
Kank, ինչքան կարող ենք։
Marsumek?
Ինչպես։
Marsumek, այստեղ?
Չէ։
Yeah, so here.
Okay, so Hike, I'm looking at Artem, very handsome man. Who is Artem?
So Artem Alikhanyan is a famous Armenian physicist, scientist, and he is the one who founded. Actually, they started the expedition, as you can see, in 1943, and by 56, with his brother Abraham, they established. This is the complex part. They initiated the creation of the 6 GeV electron synchrotron accelerator in Yerevan called ARUS.
Okay, I'm very impressed. I have no idea what that means,
Me too,
but
by the way.
we'll stay with that. Gohar John, Shaturacham, Shachanargaltun. So, Gohar, you live here.
Go ahead.
Աշխատանքի ժամանակ մի ամիս էստեղ ենք, մի ամիս
When we
տունն
are
ենք։
working here, 1 month we are here, 1 month we are at home.
Okay, and how many people live here?
Kani hoki napron?
3
Yerek, 3 people. Do you like them, or sometimes you want to fight with them?
Ասում դուք իրանց հետ յոլա գնում եք, թե մեկ-մեկ ուզում եք կռվեք
Չէ,
հետները։
չենք կարող։
They don't fight.
Harchchika, no problem?
No problem։
And sometimes, are you bored here, or is there a lot to do?
Ձանձրանում եք, թե ինչ-որ զբաղվում կարողանում եք գտնեք այդտեղ։
Դե զբաղվում կարողանում ենք գտնենք աշխատանքը, մեր գործն անում ենք։
After they are doing their work,
Ազատ
whatever they have
ժամանակը
to do,
ինտերնետ ունենք են,
and they have
կինո ենք
internet,
նայում։
free time, they watch movies, TVs, so they keep
Իրար հետ
themselves
նստում ենք,
busy.
սուրճ ենք
They sit,
խմում,
they drink
հաց
coffee
ենք
together,
ուտում, մի
they eat,
վերջո։
they spend some
Շփվում
time,
ենք։
and they interact.
Sounds fun. Love Jamanak. Now, I heard there sometimes is a problem. A lot of mice, mug,
Ասում եմ, եկեք լսել եմ, որ շատ մկներ են մեկ-մեկ գալիս հասնում ստեղ ձեր մոտ, հա։
and they're stealing the food.
Ոնց է շենքը արանքով է սարքած։ Ցուրտը ընկնում է, մուկը որտեվ ներքևը մենք փակ տեղ չունենք։ Պատվալը թունելները լրիվ
There are all
բաց է։
tunnels, there are all different storage rooms
Yes,
which are all
ma-
open and they love to come in.
tunnelները.
So we'll go down into the tunnels, you will see how these buildings are
Շենքերը
connected.
իրար
That's
հետ
why the mouse
թունելներով
come.
են կապված։
All of the buildings are connected to one another through underground passages and tunnels.
And right now, I don't know if we can say secret, but we're going into some of the tunnels with Gohar, who's giving us a VIP tour.
Այս շենքերն է գնում, այն կողմը գնում է այն կողքի
So it
լաբորատորիա։
goes to the other
Այս
laboratory,
շենքը գնում է այստեղի
the other building,
մյուս շենքերը իջնում
and then
են
continues to the other buildings, to the other laboratory, to the magnet.
And this is a very old school diesel generator
coal.
Or coal.
Brick, yeah. So
Coal
it used to be
generator.
the coal, and then they replaced it with the diesel.
Okay,
So
so
these
you
are-
heard from Hike, it was originally coal, and at one point it was switched to diesel, and this was providing electricity for all of the different buildings within the Aragats
Yeah, and then also the heating was done.
and heating, which is very important when you're over 3,000 meters. So, Hike John, so at one point this was a very busy place. How many people used to work
There
here?
used to be over 100 people working in this research center. There were many laboratories. Now only 2 of them are functional.
Only 2.
And all the way until 95, it was a very active place, and people used to do great discoveries here. And these are some of the equipment which is used for maintaining the laboratory equipment, by the way. And Alikhanyan, the founder, the guy who...
The founder.
They're very proud about this person.
Yeah. And Hike, just to understand, Armenia was once part of the Soviet Union. 91, it gained its independence.
Exactly.
And then shortly after, unfortunately, this went from being a very vibrant place of research to basically
Abandoned, yes. And first of all,
mostly abandoned.
because of the modernization of the equipment and the access to the Western equipment, because it was very closed society, you know, people started to get this modern equipment, technologies which were 10 times smaller than what they used to have here. And then gradually, because of lack of funds, financing from the Armenian government, they had to just abandon, and only 2 of the laboratories are now working.
And, you know, if you're stuck in here during the winter, maybe you play a little snooker. If you love all things Soviet, you of course love Soviet mosaics. And supposedly, one of the scientists who used to live here used to put this mosaic together, which I'm digging, quite beautiful. In this region is the living quarters, the bathrooms, the bedrooms, but she showed me her bedroom, but she was too proper and shy to let me film in there, but it was quite warm. There's the awesome mosaic. Okay, you see these boxes here? I don't know exactly, but they are absorbing particles from space. And then this is data that they're able to do research and analyze on. But this is way beyond my 10th grade physics knowledge. You might have heard of Armenian hospitality. Well, this is it. I'm with Gohar, who just made us dessert and some chai. And Hike and I are eating
some Napoleon, which is one of the best snacks, and Mrs. Guhar has made it. This is one of the most delicious ones I've tried.
What's in a Napoleon?
There is a cream, which is from condensed milk. That's the one that we got in the shop. But this one is made by butter, pure, clear, homemade butter. That's why it tastes really delicious.
And I'm about to try my first Napoleon. I heard Shat Hamove. So this is a little bit surreal. 3,000 meters plus, with awesome Gohar, having some dessert, some tea, in this mostly abandoned research station, and just relaxing, keeping warm, and watching an old school Russian hijacking movie. So, fun things can happen.